With her iconic red hair, teenage vulnerability, and unforgettable pout, Molly Ringwald became the face of the 1980s teen movie revolution. As the muse of director John Hughes, she brought heart, soul, and style to classics like 16 Candles, The Breakfast Club, and Pretty in Pink, capturing the awkward magic of adolescence like no one else. On Retro and Beyond, we journey through the rise of Molly Ringwald, the original Brat Pack queen, exploring her early start on Facts of Life, her meteoric fame in Hughes's coming-of-age masterpieces, and the juicy behind-the-scenes stories that shaped a generation. From on-set tensions and lost roles to her surprising reinventions in indie films and TV dramas, we reveal the Molly Ringwald you never knew. Discover how Molly became a fashion icon for misunderstood teens, why she stepped away from the spotlight at her peak, and how her legacy continues to shape today's young stars. Before there was Instagram, TikTok, or Snapchat, there was Molly Ringwald. And if you were a teenager in the 80s, she was the dream, the crush, the mystery. Molly didn't scream sexy the way Madonna did. She whispered it, quietly, powerfully, with a look, a smirk, or a sigh that hinted at everything you wanted but weren't ready for. In this Retro and Beyond tribute, we'll uncover the irresistible spell of Molly Ringwald, America's sweetheart. Because by the time we're done, you'll realize Molly wasn't just the queen of teen, she was the girl who made us feel everything. She was only 16 when 16 Candles came out in 1984, but she already had the poise of a woman, the wit of a screen veteran, and the eyes. Those eyes didn't just look at you, they read you. Born in Roseville, California, Molly was acting before she could even drive. But she wasn't a pageant girl or a Hollywood blonde bombshell. She had something better, the kind of intelligence and fire that simmered beneath her pale skin and flaming red curls. In 16 Candles, as Sam, she wasn't the popular girl. She wasn't the rebel. She was you, the real teen, full of longing, confusion, quiet, erotic tension. And when Jake Ryan kissed her over that birthday cake, tell the truth, didn't every kid watching wish they were in her place? But Molly wasn't done yet. She had the Breakfast Club coming, where she'd toss her hair, apply lipstick with her cleavage, and steal the breath of every kid watching in the back row of the movie theater. Oh, yes. We'll get to that. In 1985's The Breakfast Club, Molly played Claire, the princess, elegant, aloof, a little spoiled, but undeniably magnetic. She glided through the school library like royalty, but her real power came from subtle gestures, like that moment when she takes a tube of lipstick, bends her knee up, and applies it with her cleavage. Every boy's jaw dropped, every girl's eyebrows raised. She wasn't flaunting her sexuality. She owned it without apology. It was funny, innocent, and yet dangerously charged. That was Molly's secret. She never had to try to be sexy. She just was. Naturally. Effortlessly. Like she had been kissed by the gods of teenage tension. By 1986, Molly was it. Pretty in Pink hit theaters, and suddenly, everyone wanted to wear thrift store fashion, listen to the psychedelic furs, and find their ducky. Molly's Andy was smart, strong, poor, but she had fire. She sewed her own prom dress. She walked away from rich jerks. And when she turned around to look at Blaine, heart pounding, lips trembling, you could feel it through the screen. That's what made Molly so tantalizing. She made the ordinary electric. She made blushing beautiful. She made choosing yourself the sexiest thing of all. But what happened when the lights went out? What did Molly do when she stepped away from fame? When Hollywood tried to turn her into something she wasn't? Stay with us. The next few minutes reveal the Molly the world forgot, and the woman she became. By the late 80s, Molly had offers lined up, but she said no. She turned down Pretty Woman. She turned down Ghost. She turned down The Silence of the Lambs. Molly chose Paris instead. She studied, sang jazz, wrote novels. She disappeared from Hollywood, not because she faded, but because she refused to be boxed in. How seductive is that? To walk away from money, fame, and the red carpets because you value your soul more? Molly Ringwald didn't fall. She ascended into something far more rare. Today, Molly is a writer, a mother, a fierce advocate, but when she appears on screen, like in Riverdale, The Kissing Booth, or interviews, she still has it. That voice, that tilt of the head, that curve of a smirk that says, "I've seen it all, and I still know what you're thinking." The flame never went out. It just grew deeper, warmer, more dangerous in the best way. Molly Ringwald wasn't just a star. She was the language of a generation. She showed us what it felt like to want something you didn't understand, to ache, to bloom, to fall in love with the possibility of yourself. She didn't just wear pink, she made pink powerful. So, here's to Molly, the girl who made awkwardness sexy, made brains beautiful, and made an entire generation feel seen. She was our daydream, our first crush, our red-haired revolution. And after all these years, we're still under her spell. She never needed to scream for attention, because some girls are just unforgettable. What impression did Molly leave you with? Share your memories with us.